I guess the biggest mystery for me is that when Nintendo canceled like the old production of Prime 4, they said was because it wasn't meeting our expectations. And I took that as a sign of faith that they were really going back into the drawing board because they even said that they would have to start development almost basically from scratch. Um, I really hope they don't kill the franchise. I don't think it's where the franchise dies. Because Dread still sold really well. Remaster still sold really, really well. I just think that they need to have like their they gotta sit down and like actually listen to the feedback that people gave with what they disliked about this game and what they missed from the other games and just try and go back to basics because I feel that the problem with this is that they try to do like 7 different games and put them all into one without at ever point being that the clear focus is we made a good map that's fun to traverse where the rooms are different and the rooms are doing the heavy lifting of telling the story. Before we had the Federation troopers, before we had Silex, before we had the Viola, before we had Mackenzie and Armstrong going, oh my gosh, Seamus is so cool. So like I don't think that the sales alone and the backlash would do that because if not, then like I feel the franchise would have been dead when Other M or Federation Force.
Need to find that teleporter key. Let's head deeper into the mines.
No shit, Duke. Alright, so this is the moment where I scan the panel and the map will come up. And then Duke, Armstrong, and Samus will talk about what they have to do. Hey,
Doesn't
no
look like
puede
they went
ser.
down without the elevator.
It's like, I know this because it's the 4th time it happens in this game.
It's updating in real time.
It's the same thing that happened when we were in Ice Belt in Volt Forge.
Looks like they connect to the lower levels of the mine.
Oh shit. Oh wow, the Phase on Mines has 3 different sub-levels, like the Phase on Mines in Metroid Prime 1. Whoa! Maybe I'll have to come here and go halfway point and get the power bomb as well, surviving an onslaught of different enemies in fucking rooms, and then leave and then come back again and be like, oh boy. Crystal extraction. This really feels like the Phase on Mines at home. What are these rooms? That's just like a box. that's literally a box. No platforming from the looks of it. There's no vertical rooms again. Huh. Because at least in Corruption it was like jumping from one place to the other. Alright. Come on, boys. Time for you two to die but not die, because there's no stakes in this story. Allow me to open the way. Also, keep in mind that my capture card is still being a pain in the butt, so I can't see anything, and I'm relying on the delayed feed and audio. You're not Andrada. I don't think Andrada would even want to shapeshift into either of you. It's like, when we talk about Corruption, my friends were a cool ice guy with lore, a cool robot cyborg guy with lore, a cool shapeshifter with lore.
I got you, Samus.
Hurry up, please. Duke? Alright? How is this game? I've low-key heard bad things about it. I wish I could be the guy to tell you like they're exaggerating or whatever, but I'm not really having much fun with this as a video game or even less as a Metroid game. Because it's just assuming I don't know anything about video games, and it's very slow and padding. And I've not done any exploration, no gotten cool, sick new guns that can kill my enemies in fun or creative ways. And no new enemies. Like, I feel the original Metroid Prime had more things for me to shoot at than Prime 4. Well, that's new. Enhanced gate lock unit. Gate sealed by an enhanced lock mechanism, and its alloy are extremely durable and effectively impossible to destroy with ordinary firearms. Can be removed if struck by an explosive or exceeding its threshold. Alright, so power bombs or super missiles, because those are the only two power-ups I don't have. Ooh. Mineral transport container loaded with ore. Damage to the rails cause it to fall. Alright. Hello, Gabe, Orpheon Sensei, and his trusty sidekick, Albert. Insert funny last name and his wife, Leisure, redacted my wife. Hi, Brain. Hold on, I'm gonna try and see if my capture card can behave a little bit more today. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to like lie to one of you in the chat. So like, as always, when I say this, it's always comes from a place of passion and love. And I'm the first one to been advocating for all the new ideas that we're giving in the teaser trailers, and I embraced Mackenzie with open arms and an open mind. But like, no. I feel like if they announce Metroid Prime 5 tomorrow, I would look at it with the biggest eyebrow raise, and like, I would definitely wait until the game comes out. Like, I don't think I would do that as a day one purchase. Like, what's the point of having the space pirates at the intro and not putting them again in the game when I'm only fighting Cybots, bigger Cybots, what are the others? Maintenance bot, bigger maintenance bot, and Grievers. Oh shit. I can't really see anything. Prime 4 is like a toxic relationship? Wow. That's a way to phrase it. Oh wow. That's a big ass drill.
What's this huge thing?
I like how I looked at it, it's like, oh, that's gonna be a big drill. And Armstrong was like, I wonder what that thing is. We're in a mine. Oh my gosh. For the new capture card fund. Thank you, Mewtwo. So Albert, why was there a big teleporter explosion that exclusively only teleported like 6 people, 1 robot, and a bunch of trucks, no pirates or anything? I was hoping for the game to tell me about that, to be quite honest. For me, the opening was a lie and has nothing to do with the game we play. Yeah, agreed. I mean, they literally got me in the first half, Chief. Not gonna lie, you know, in all those trailers. I was the first one going like, no, chat, we should probably give it a chance, because like it's like when the original Prime came out and people were like, no, it's like Halo or whatever. And then Prime 1 came out and it was great. Now this one came out and it's more Halo than ever. Fuck you, gay, for playing Monster Hunter. Like, where did all that Galactic Federation rubble come from? But not the Federation troopers presumably inside. Alright, the better question is, there's a big barrier around the Chrono Tower. How is the Chosen One supposed to go in it? Is it the teleporter keys? No, I don't think so, because at no point... You don't say, Duke. It's only been 1 minute and they're already giving me the answer. So, like, how am I supposed to, like, go in? How will Lamore know that I'm the chosen one? And will my capture card work? The last one is probably a no.
And the first one probably doesn't know either. Also.
Yeah. You're sad that they made Dread $60? I think Dread is worth the $60 though.
Honestly, yeah.
It's got so much polish and quality. Do you like Halo? Yes, I do like Halo. Like Halo before Reach and before. I didn't really bother with Halos 4, 5, and 6.
Hey! It's working.
Nice work, Samus. Now let's get this baby into position.
She's supposed to get inside. It's got an explanation. All right, so it's at least got an explanation.
That's it.
Like the reason I justified Dread being the money is just because of all the
Just need to aim it.
the graphics and stuff that goes into it. Making 3D assets is way more expensive than making 2D assets. You gotta rig them, you gotta UV texture them, you gotta give them materials, you gotta light them properly, and all this other stuff. So like, this one, however, I do feel like $60 is way too much.
Jammed. Samus, you're up.
Because at least Dread, I feel like it has replay value between the sequence breaking and the mobility and like the different paths that you can take. Well, in this game, I'm just like, eh. The psychic abilities got a lot of hate, but I like it because it's used for both puzzle solving and combat. That's like the bare minimum of a Metroid stuff, though. Your power-ups serve
Yep.
for both combat and exploration, but even here, like, I feel that the psychic abilities just have the psychic names so that they're different, and then the abilities that you use in like, you only use the... Oh my gosh. Mewtwo says, new story, alien fish people, space pirates call Samsung, that is missing his leg. The fish people, oh my gosh, give Samsung a prosthetic leg that shoots beams, and it's upgradable with alien weapons thanks to the innate evolution powers of fish. That seems interesting. But like, there's no boss that really requires you to use the psychic abilities in any ways that are different, aside from like shooting Carvex to destroy its tentacles at the same time, and then that one time I shot a shot inside Fenoros. But I didn't have to use the psychic abilities to fight the ice guy or Zelios. And like, and then like they don't do damage, they only stun enemies. That I'd rather have the instant kill differences that the other games had, because they give me Samus feeling like the destructive force that she's supposed to be at the end of these games. So I don't mind it so much in the early game, but like, when it's the end game in like the other Prime games and all the other Metroid games, you usually have a way to clear house because they're throwing stronger enemies at you. And those stronger enemies are naturally resistant to your stronger weapons, but not the weaker enemies. So like, there's only one enemy that like it's like the orb, the summons the 3 other orbs that requires me to use the psychic abilities. The rest of the time is just optional. And like, there's no like ice beam combo in the original Prime, or the wave beam from the other one, or the plasma beam instantly annihilating. Oh my gosh, they're in the walls? Like, I feel Prime if you want to know how abilities are used effectively in a Metroid Prime game, just play the first Prime one. Like, there's no boss that makes me use the Morph Ball. You know, the most quintessential Metroid ability. Alright, hold on. I cannot believe I have to do an endurance round, but I cannot even see the fucking Grievers. I feel like Samosa's unfazed because of how disappointed she is with her new game. But like even like a Prime One, you had like Thardus, where you had to use the thermal visor and then the morph ball to dodge out of the way, and you can use the morph ball bombs to deal secret damage to it. And Flagra makes you use the morph ball bomb, and the Omega Pirate has like the barriers and all this other stuff. Come on, capture card. I just want to like Prime Force so bad, but everything is making me not like it. Then I think it's just a sobering moment where you have to look at yourself and be like, is this really what I wanted? Is this really something that is as engaging and fun as the other games? And not be
Is this
afraid.
really the game?
And not afraid that the answer is no. And you don't like it. There's nothing wrong with that either, Chad. If it's a game that you look forward to and all this other stuff, you're not like you do not owe you do not owe the fact that you hyped up the game and you look forward to it and it comes out and then you have to like it. I'm also just trying to see what I can do so my capture card isn't dying on me for every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So I apologize.
Like Chad, yeah, we hyped it up and we've been asking and begging for it, but they took their really proper development time.
Yeah.
There's no excuse to these results.
Oh, come on. Prime Thardus, in my opinion, is the best boss in Prime 1 because you have to use every ability you got at this point. I can say the same thing about the Omega Pirate, except for the Thermal Visor, I guess, but you can use any of your beams to harm the Omega Pirate and then just rely on the X-Ray Visor to find him in the same way that you would have to use the Thermal Visor for Thardus. Sorry, I was copying the song while I fixed my capture card. I saw some comments saying you can chug your side bombs at bosses for great effect. Not something I ever tried due to awkward bosses. I tried using it outside of the Silex boss fight, and it's kind of okay. It's not as fun or powerful as I thought it was going to be, probably, given the fact that it takes a while. Come on. Come on, capture card. I just want to get over these mines. It was working. Like in the other days, it was like at least I could at least like see enough to play, and now it's just like fuck it, I'll wing it. Or I'll try to wing it. I don't know if it's gotta do with the fact that there's so many grievers. Oh gosh. If it looks like I'm firing at like random stuff and not dodging, again, I got delay because I my capture. Ouch. Also, things just hit like a truck in here, and I don't know really why. Oh my gosh, hold on guys, these grievers are different. I couldn't really scan them. Oh gosh, I can't see. I can't see. Where is she? I must give her the healing touch. No, I gotta worry about you, because if you die, it's game over. Oh gosh, this is a clusterfuck between my capture card and I can't scan any of these. There we go. Maul Griever. Oh, now they explode? Well, that's a moment to introduce a new boss. Right, it's completely black on my screen now. Alright, I'm locked on, and it's black. It's black. Still black.
It's black.
The weapon variety is solid, but the lack of enemies requiring specific strategies feels like a missed opportunity. I don't know, chat. Jump into the hole? Sure thing. Bye-bye, Sarge.
Alright, old man.
I feel like all the weapon variety is not, like, solid, because it's the same one of Metroid Prime 1. Just in reverse order. You got a Wave Beam, which is the Thunder Shot, an Ice Beam, which is the Ice Shot, and a Plasma Beam, which is a Fire Shot. But it's not like in the original Prime where you have to use the Wave Beam to power up certain electronics, or the Plasma Beam to nuke things, or melt, you know.
Sarge!
He's not dead, is he?
Do you read me? Sarge!
Don't worry, Armstrong. He's not dead. It's just the way Samus reacts to nothing.
Let's go.
Not to mention, Metroid Prime 1 also had enemies like the troopers that notified them, or the Chozo ghosts that were immune to all the other beams, so you had to use like the power beam in their missiles. Yeah. And then the areas feel very reminiscent of the original Metroid Prime, like a forest area with a great temple, an ice area with a facility where we're studying the radioactive substance that changes and mutates living beings, the fire area with a facility that either injects more energy or uses that energy for more processes with the specific radioactive substance. And now we're in the mines where they gathered the thing. Alright. Oh, new creature. New creature, new creature!
New creature.
Meteorita. Meteorita. Feeds primarily on rock ore, which dissolves using highly acidic digestive juice. Mm-hmm. You also remember the Prime one had like the invisible drone guy that you could use the wave beam to kind of home in and track and stuff. Like this game doesn't even have the recorded lockbook sound effect. Like, come on. Green energy crystals. Lightweight metal of moderate hardness, but cannot withstand explosive shock. Easy process. Alright.
I don't like the sound of that.
They'll be fine. Maybe not. I've alerted the horde. And they just come out of the walls. It's kind of funny. So the Lamorns know how to can just like dig holes, I guess.
Yeah.
Ba 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 da 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 da. Boo boo boom ma na ma 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 na na bur 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 ma 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 You tired? You can go back up if you're tired, little baby. Little Armstrong baby. You can go back in your surface. It's all fine. You could stay with Mackenzie at base. I'm just trying to wait for my capture card. Like, sure, when I'm standing still, stuff in the game looks pretty, but I feel like that's the bare minimum. Game looks pretty. I'd hope so, with all the loading screens and downtime. And lack of in the flat areas. Scanning this guy's gonna be a nightmare. I can't really see. Ugh. Oh, come on. Fucking Armstrong. I was scanning that guy. Wow, this guy is harder to scan than the burrowers from the original Metroid Prime, which, by the way, same technology. It's like this game had 6 years, yeah, after the restart of development. That makes me wonder what happened. And because of the way they like phrased it in the direct, it made it seem like they were starting from scratch. I also don't like the psychic visor sound effect. I find it very, I don't know, annoying. Alright, so I guess don't use missiles. This game would be much better if they give it a retro in the first place. I don't know anymore, chat. I don't know about that. That seems like Schrodinger's development cycle.
Yeah, no.
Because they said that they started development from scratch. So it might as well been like they gave it to retro and they started from scratch from the beginning.
They did actually. Chat.
And then they went through a full year development cycle. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, this game is like this because of retro.
Yeah, this is...
Like, we cannot just keep blindly praising retro.
Yeah, we cannot just blindly say it should have given to retro from the first place, but like... because like, they had a different developer, and then they said no to that developer. And then they gave it to retro, and they said that we're starting development from scratch again.
Yeah.
So...
The only thing you really will keep from this kind of development or this kind of things, it will be the models.
Yeah, I mean, also, I know that retro doesn't have the same team as before. Like, don't get me wrong. I never really... It's been 17 years. You really think that these guys would stay in the same company after 17 years? It's more that they wanted to do like a AAA Halo shooter game. And then slap the Metroid exploration and well, quote-unquote exploration, because there's none. in like power-ups and what have you, so that it would meet the quota of it being a Metroid game. Only psychic energy in the form of diffused oscillation blast. I don't think I have something like that. New weed? Snare weed. Or bond organic material are flexible, which can be punctured with sufficient physical force. Ram it? Huh. I don't like the fact that I have to scan things to know that I can grapple them. It's like an extra step that wasn't there before. Again, it feels like a lot of what was done is to add things for padding so that you could artificially extend the length of the game, therefore making people think that there's more meat and potatoes in this game, when I feel like there's less meat and potatoes than Metroid Prime 1. You're getting really close to some of the most incompetent puzzle designs I've seen in a game. Wow. Coming from you, Deadweight. Also, I will reply to your DMs later. I didn't mean to ghost you. I've just been sick.
No. I've got to get a hold of myself.
Oh, is she getting corrupted?
Buckle up. I won't quit. Sarge wouldn't let me. We can do this.
Yeah? Ah, you sweet summer child. Oh, okay. New enemies, yeah. Even though they're just recolors of the other enemies that I've been fighting, you know? Well, I guess I'm forced to fight more Grievers, aren't I? Cave Roach. Xanthopore prefers to live in groups, primarily in humid caves. It is omnivorous. Feeds primarily on plants, though it can digest animal carcasses. Lamau, I think you're halfway through the area already. No way, right? Oh, I guess I gotta fight Reavers again. Wham 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 wham. Does that guy just chill? Did the AI broke?
Ollie?
Thanks, Armstrong, I guess. No, I'm not. There's still a lot of the mines I haven't seen, I guess. Cucarachas, cucarachas ya no pueden caminar. Porque le falta, porque no tienen un mapa principal. Remember when these guys died, like in the Valhalla and shit? Whose footprints are these?
Yours.
Oh, wait.
Alright. I'll be back in a bit. I'll
Sure
need
thing.
to do a real quick groceries
Oh, no,
for
go
my
ahead,
mother.
dude. If you gotta do your stuff, go do your stuff, man.
Alright, I'll be back.
See ya. The game assumes these enemies overwhelm you in the story right now if you haven't realized. I mean,
This looks like our way out. But how do we get through?
you know the guy at the start that said he swapped his leaf with Dizzy? He actually died on my file. Another trooper came up and checked his corpse for pulse with a machine. But sad I didn't get to see his dialogue because I sucked at combat, lol. Huh. That's cool. Shame it's only at the beginning of the game. Health pickups? This game really starves you for health. I feel like that's the other reason why it's quote unquote hard. Is that the game doesn't give you a lot of health pickups, and when it does, it's usually the 10 or 20s. There's no blue or orange, even though each Griever slash is like half of my energy tank. I don't even think that the beginning of the game was that crazy good compared to the other ones when I think about it in hindsight, because it doesn't really
Through the rubble back there.
set the stage of the rest of the adventure quite like the Orpheon or arriving on Aether or even like Corruption and like in Corruption is cool because Dark Samus has to do all of that stuff just to get a chance to get Samus alone in a room, corrupt her, and leave. It almost sets the stage that crashing the Leviathan on Norian was like was like Plan C, when Plan A was really just to get Samus corrupted.
You're a miracle worker, Samus. This'll do nicely. We can use it to break through that wall.
I feel like I'm just going through the motions. I am not exploring anything.
You can do it. That a girl.
Oh gosh.
Here we go. This'll do. Samus, I'll clear the rubble. Just keep them off me, okay?
All right, second endurance round in the same area for real?
Cover me while I clear this rubble.
They couldn't come up with anything else. Not like, all right, this thing is destroyed. We gotta find and see a way that we can get the thing to work within the mines, Samus. Oh shit, they're attacking her. Oh, hold on, come on, capture card, please. Let me capture card, please. Let me save the baby. Let me save the baby.
I feel better.
Why do I have to babysit this guys? I remember when I jumped into the phase of mines as a kid, and I was like, man, if only I could come here with Halo troopers. No. No. Come on. Uh-uh.
Hang on.
I'm just trying to see how this journey is leading to the destination. But I realize that there's nothing really in this journey. Aside from Samus, go here and shoot. Samus, go there and shoot. Samus, come over here and shoot. Where did she go? I got disoriented. Oh. Is it over here? Yeah, okay. No, Grievous, please, don't. No, guys, please. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sarge. Thanks, Samus.
Talk about shoehorning a story in. So the Lamorne also predicted that the Samus would be their chosen one would be accompanied by some Federation troopers. Ooh. Ouch. I thought I was holding the trigger. How much more Grievers do I have to fight for real? It's the same two enemies. I don't know, Chad. I feel like I feel like I can give you way more first-person shooters that do this exact same thing, and you can have a little bit more exciting times by the things that you fight and the things that you can use to fight the enemies. Doom is some of them that come to mind. Oh gosh, I hate the fact that I gotta babysit her on top of all of this. And she's like in the way of a scan. Oh, no puede ser.
Keep coming.
Yeah, well, I don't know how many the developers intend me to shoot, Armstrong. The fact that my capture card is like acting up doesn't really help us, man. This cannot be it. This is not Metroid, man.
Thank you, Samus.
Psychic shot that I'm pretty sure deals 0 damage. I'm running out of shot ammo, and I have like 250 shots, man. Not even in Echoes I felt like I was running this low on ammo. We said we told you to take a break last stream for a reason. Yeah, I can see why. Thank you so much. I feel like if I kept going after Fenoros in the last stream, this would have just completely broken me. None of these guys are gonna die. I know the stories. Like, there's no stakes. It's a zombie. Metroid became a zombie game. A zombie apocalypse game. Armstrong, no.
Find that key, Samus. I'll keep them occupied.
No, Armstrong, I'm Samus. No, no puede ser.
An honor serving with you.
Oh, gosh. By the numbers. Perhaps Armstrong was the chosen one all along. I mean, that could be a thing, but then they gave the psychic stone to someone wrong, and I guess that the big finale would be that, like, Samus gets exposed to the green energy and then she'll mutate, because I have the psychic stone, but I wasn't born with it. So if I'm playing by the logic of the game's story, I should turn into a Griever at some point. The only point which someone will die is at the ending of this game, because there's no stakes. Like, if Gandrada, Gore, and Rundus were in this game, none of them would have died. Their spirits would have been consumed by the Phazon. At least that's how I always interpret it, like, the cutscene when you die and you see, like, the Dark Samus head floating and, like, just consuming them. I always assume that it was, like, the Phazon even corrupted their very soul. Kind of like how it did with the Chosen Ghost on Talon 4, you know? It's a shame, because I really do find this to be ultra cool. The beam swapping and how the arm cannon opens and stuff. Alright. I see another of those things. Hey, at least I'm back alone, right? Come back! Yay. Wing the lizard? It's just wing lizard. Green energy, and now we have winged lizard. Lizard. You can play a Prime game now since everyone died. Do you enjoy the rich lore of the mines? Yeah, yeah, I'm really like, enjoying the rich lore of the Phazon mines at home. Oh, I thought that was gonna be like a lore scan. I mean, all I say is that the original Metroid Prime had like a shitty development cycle. It was like hell. Yet somehow at the other side came out like this crazy game with way more lore. The more I play this, chat, the more it really feels like the Force Awakens of Metroid Prime. I don't know if that makes any sense, or if... like, it feels like a soft reboot. Come on, capture. You need to do a jump, thank you. Like, I guess this will be the easiest lore video I have to do on the franchise, right? I thought, like, Metroid 2 was gonna be, like, simple, but this is a whole different level. It's like 12 hours. Considering Silex's entire deal being a mystery box, yes, like The Force Awakens, it's not just the mystery box of Silex, but it's sort of it's Metroid Prime soft reboot. Between the story and the areas that you're visiting and the power-ups that you're collecting and the general ebb of flow that the final area happens to be a mine where you collect we're gathering the precious mineral resource that has the power of mutating beings and stuff, you know? Oh wow, that was an item. I guess. Did J.J. Abrams wrote and direct this as well? This is like the one new mechanic that is actually pretty fun and pretty creative with the spider ball. Oh no. Oh, okay, this is gonna be a problem with my capture card, I guess. Engage. Make it so. I've been watching a lot of Star Trek The Next Generation. I'm sorry, chat. Yeah, the game is basically like it's like if instead we got remastered, we got a bad Metroid Prime remake. Yeah, it kind of feels like that. And I hate to say it. Like, I hate to be this guy. But, like, pretty much every other Metroid game that I played has left me with a sense of wonder and, like, excitement just by the early portions. My mind just, like, consumed. No thoughts, just Metroid, you know? But this one, it ain't doing it, Chief. Which Star Trek series is that? As in what year? I don't know. It's the Next Generation. I think it's like the 80s or 90s. Late 80s, early 90s type of thing, I think. Maybe I'm mistaken. It's super good. Just start out. I just follow the advice from the lovely people at Red Letter Media, and I just can start it off in like a mid-season. And then like I didn't start with season 1 because season 1 is really bad. So I started like in something around season 3 or 2. Because I watched an episode that I just wanted to watch because I like a character called Q in it. And then I watched that episode and then I kept going. And now that I'm like in season 5, I went back to see the original seasons just to see like where it started. And I've just been watching that as I do my Final Fantasy 14 grinds and stuff. Yeah, with Patrick Stewart and Ben Singer and the others. The best upgrade of this game is a Doom Power from Sonic X Shadows Generations. Which is that? Which Doom Power are we talking about? Like I streamed Sonic X Shadow, but I don't know which power up is supposed to be in the Metroid side. Where is my lore? Sorry, I guess I gotta download the Nintendo app and read the lore there. Apparently, according to what chat told me last stream. Spider Ball upgrade looks like the Doom line thing. Forgot the name. And I forgot how it looks, so, but I believe you. No, we haven't gotten a new item that way. I'm just trying to work against my capture card. I know it doesn't make for the most interesting gameplay, but The Elite Griever. You know how that we had the Elite Pirates in the mines? I think Chatter is talking about the Doomorph, the squid form. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, 14 is free, Brian. If you're going to play 14, just go to their website and sign up for the free trial. You get a Realm Reborn, it's expansion Heavensward, it's expansion Stormblood completely for free. No credit cards, no restrictions on playtime, and it can work on either any system, and you'll be in the same world as the rest. So if you're playing on PS4, PS5, or PC, you can still hang out with Lizard and the rest of us. So this is just like the Elite Pirates, a bigger Griever. Oh. I totally didn't see this coming. Ugh. More sponges. Hey, Samus did a cool flip, I guess. Robot friend! Oh, View. I like you. If it were only you, I think the story could be better focused and fleshed out with the Federation people. You don't save you. At least you're helping me distract the big guy. Yeah, get... Whoa! He punched him across the room! Get him... Yeah! Punch him again, dude! No, not View. Come on, Captain Kerr, hold on. It's pure black. I think View punching the guy across the room was too epic for my capture card. Wow, that was so cool! No, Brain, the Omega Pirate, the Omega Griever is going to be at the end of the mines. Don't worry about it. Right? There's no way. There's no way they're that, like, creatively out of ideas that they just made the Omega Pirate again. And they just call it the Omega Griever at the end of the Great Mines. Come on, capture card. I gotta go save my robot buddy, who I might also have to babysit. Robot guy and Miles without the backseating? I agree. Because at least I like the angle they're going with Miles. That he's just like really just an average Joe who happens to be a techie and all this other stuff. But if he's not backseating me, he's just waiting at base camp. Every once in a while, maybe I have to go back to him just because he's in the way. Then fine. But it is a bit of a letdown compared to Dread Samus's animations. Yeah, I don't really know why in the Metroid Prime trilogy there was this progression of Samus becoming much more animated and expressive in her body language, and now we're back to being Metroid Prime 1 stiff again. And I don't know if my capture card just decided to die for real this time. Oh. Come on. Please. I have to unpause the game and try and save the robot, because if he dies, I game over, right? The screeching really doesn't help. The Grievers. Chat, if you really want a good Metro game with the thick ass lore, while I try and fix my capture card. Or is it? No. I mean, yeah, you could just go play Metroid Fusion. Can't even see. Alright. I can see the menu, the home menu at least. The Griever music is so bad. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that Yamamoto really hit it out of the park with the OST at the beginning at the very least, but then I sat down and I started to listen to more of the soundtrack, and oh, man, there's a lot of music that I wouldn't put into like my MP3 playlist from when I'm writing, aside from like, alright, I want some ambience, I guess. I'm gonna have to make a Prime 4 rewrite based off what I thought the game was gonna be like to cope with this Prime 4 disappointment I feel. Yeah, I'm feeling the same, Brain. But yeah, if you want a good Metroid-like RPG, may I recommend this one? Its protagonist is very much kind of like Samus in terms of coolness, or this one if you want spooky stuff and good lore. Oh my goodness. Or where's the other one? Or may I also recommend you this other great Metroid styled game? Bangers. I go back into the game and the capture card dies. I go back out of the menu, capture card back. Yes, they died. I mean, no. I mean, yes. Thank you, View. Honestly, it should have just been you who came down to the mines with me. My capture card is completely dead in case you... my walking around in circles.
I may be able to clear the way. Allow me to try.
How do I get up there? I say as I'm playing with a delay. Oh. Yeah, my feed on the capture card is just black now. I'm just looking at the delay that you guys are looking at.
Moving forward, please let me know when I can clear the way.
You will. You will. I will, View. In so many hallways, yeah. I haven't done platforming for a single room. Thank you, View, but I kinda guessed that. I need a bigger bomb. Sorry, still recovering from that like flu. Doing much better today, though. Oh. Well, isn't that a power-up if I've ever seen one? I don't know why I could... Well, I don't know why I thought I could scan anything. Well, I guess I gotta alert the Horde again, don't I? Not even. Lol, so I alerted the Horde for nothing. Oh, maybe I need to ask him to break it. Reaver eliminated.
Hostile eliminated.
Why? I am smart enough to see that there's a power-up in the room and a puzzle. Put two and two together. Also, look at View's head just following me around. It seems to be that when I'm in first person, the capture card just, like, dies. Oh, never mind. It just died on me. Maybe I should just keep my mouth shut. I like the robot, but Mackenzie, Duke, Armstrong, and the sniper guy need a whole ass rewrite. Yeah. Part of what I don't like about the other ones is that they just feel like, oh, one-dimensional. Or I know only one aspect about the characters from the way they talk to each other and Samus and... Like, if they didn't do anything in the story and I had to go read the log, it's one thing. But when they're already active participants in the story... You'd expect for the writing and all that other stuff to be the characterization. Hooray! Oh gosh. Yeah, I can see them, View. Help me out, please? Thank you. Yeah, he shattered it! Wow, he's kind of cool that way. And I like his voice. Beep boop, beep boop.
Hostile eliminated.
His design is cool? Yeah, his design is also pretty cool. I like the big chunky robot with the big, like, articulations and stuff.
If you find a weakened section of the casing, I may be able to assist in destroying it.
I like the way he talks. I like the way he processes information. And when it's like a humorous line that he says, it doesn't feel because he was trying to make a joke or a quippy thing. It feels like, alright, Beep Boop is saying what's going on, you know? Why? Oh, now I alert the Horde. Super missiles? Yeah. Hey, at least they're not psychic super missiles. They're just super missiles. Now, actually, now that I think about it, since this game acknowledged Federation Force Unit, why weren't those guys actual characters instead of random troopers? Thank you for the follow, Daniel. And B, yeah, I know, but you know what would have been an easy way of just fixing that? You just have these characters say, oh yeah, I was part of the Federation Force in Talvania. Oh, I was part of the Federation Force in Gavaran and all these other, like, oh well, that's a Metroid Red area. I'm getting missiles so late. I'm assuming they're gonna be, like, ridiculous, but why giving me the missiles in an area where I'm encouraged not to fire missiles? It seems like an intentional design flaw, if you ask me. Please clip that. I wasn't aiming at the Griever. Alright. I don't know why they would give me, like, these explosive weapons in an area where I'm supposed to be sneaky quiet. And if the enemy explodes, it calls in more enemies? Are you crazy? Thank you, View. Oh.
Temperature dropping. Temperature rising. Error burning. Invigorating.
That's kind of cute.
Thanks for the juice. A shock a day keeps the engineers away.
That's probably the best one.
I do not require additional energy. Topping off my battery. A shock a day
Alright, that's...
keeps the engineers away. Friendly fire. Cease and desist. Correct your fire.
I like the fact that he says cease and desist. I feel like that's what Nintendo's gonna throw at me after I do my videos in this game. I'm so sorry, chat. I don't really mean anything bad to the devs or anybody who's making this game or anything along those lines, but man. I have nothing but the utmost respect to the people who spent so many grueling hours making this game. Like, I would have understood if maybe the super missiles was something that Mackenzie gave me, or morph ball bombs, because even in the Metroid manga, they say that like those are weapons that the Federation gives to Samus, sort of implying that like those are mass-produced Federation, not Federation, but like tech in general. So it's not like Chozo tech, which is like rare and whatever. Then, oh, I collected the chip for the Thunder Shot, and Mackenzie's like, bring it back to base camp. So all I do down here is fight Grievers. That's what I'm getting at. What also would have been cool if, like, you made Sarge like a trooper who was a Norian, or Armstrong, or Mackenzie, or any of them. Like, they were a Norian survivor when the Leviathan. I was there when the Leviathan hit, but only back then I was like a mere trooper. And seeing Samus and the other hunters just dedicate themselves to saving our home made me want to do better and what have you. You know? And that way you put in like some extra bit of lore and like you tie it back to the other gangs, and maybe this other trooper had a family member from the guys who died in Aether. Like there's 4 of them, so I feel like you could make it so that one of them, make it so each one of them has like a different.
An elegant solution.
Thank you. Sarge was the OG leader of the squad of Prime 2. Is he? Because there's no mention of it in all the talking he does. And wait, the troopers in 2 just die. There's no survivors. So if that's the case, how is Sarge here? So many indie games would kill to have known established, to have a known established universe like Metroid for the characters to reference. These characters don't feel like they could only be in Metroid. Yeah, I guess, you know. It's not, Sarge is not real. He was always dead, of course. No, he's not, but I mean if he was the OG leader. I mean, I think that the easiest way you can do it is that one of them had like a friend or a family member who was on Aether and they died there. But then the Federation learns about what happened on Aether because of Samus, and that motivates them more because Samus, at the end of the day, just reported back their devs and stuff, you know? Yeah, there's nothing happening in these hallways, which I guess I'm kind of glad because the capture card is still not working. So when I go into the home menu, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I was playing Animal Crossing and it was fine. I played Beyond. Did I make it? Okay, yeah, I did. Well, isn't that a clue if I've ever seen one? Let's go lay in some more. What's a couple more Grievers, chat? I mean, what's fighting a couple more Grievers? Come on, View, just break the thing so we can go. I'm in Federation Force because, like, this game is technically a sequel to Hunters and Fed Force's story. Yeah, they don't use it. It's so weird. They don't use anything from before, despite all the setup and stuff. Again, well, then again, like, Silex came up with these Metroids that confuse themselves onto other things, and apparently they're attacking the bosses in this game. So I don't really get it. Yes, please also no backseat puzzle solving answers unless I'm asking for them. I would really appreciate it. Wait, is that the square room? Or am I not yet at the square room that I saw earlier? No, I'm not. There's the square. Metroids in my Metroid game? You're asking too much. I mean, you can have a Metroid game where the Metroids aren't in there, or the main point of the story. I don't know how I feel about Samus's superhero landing like that. With the fist. Feels like it would hurt. I would have rather have her, like, morph ball. But what if I told you Tomboy Leisure? I'd be like, where's my bit? I mean, you already gave enough bits. Thank you for the bit, Mewtwo. I mean, she does a superhero landing in Dread too. Yeah, but in here you're jumping, like... You're jumping this giant chasm all the way down, and she lands on her fist and her knee like that, versus Dread where the distances that she's jumping, the altitude isn't so much. Like, remember in Metroid Prime 2 when she did that after jumping out of the Quadraxes, and she kind of, like, used a gravity boost to, like, buy herself some airtime to just, like, before doing the superhero landing, so that way it's kind of like, alright, I'm adjusting so I can land safely. And here's, like, I jump, superhero landing, just because it's, like, the normal thing. Ah, she did it before. I guess that the only thing Samus has left is to Aura farm. Tomboy cheer. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a nightmare with my capture card. Come on, capture card. Alright, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna get some water real quick. I'm gonna take the opportunity the capture card craps on me when I'm playing this game. Just get some water. All right, I'm back. I'm just gonna try and kick my Switch dock, I guess. Allow me to try, Samus. I will. Still got so much phlegm. Hello, first time jumping in the stream, but I love your content. Oh, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. That really means a lot, man. I hope that you will continue to enjoy the future stuff. Haven't tried Prime 4 yet because I don't have a Switch. I don't want to Switch 2. Hoping to borrow some friends instead. Well, you don't need a Switch 2. You can play it on a Switch 1, but I wouldn't really recommend it, to be honest, and I hate saying that. Dread is probably my favorite game, Metroid game, right behind Prime Federation Force. Wow. You're the first one I hear someone say the Federation Force isn't their favorite, but that's honestly pretty cool. I like Federation Force. I think I like Federation Force more than I'm liking all of this, to be quite honest. Because like it was bite-sized and stuff, and not trying to make me believe I'm playing a Metroid Prime game. The loading times on Switch 1 are atrocious. I know, but you know, they still sold it on the Switch 1. If they wanted to just be like, all right, we gotta... I feel like the only reason the game is actually out is because Nintendo wants to phase out the Switch 1, and they had sort of made this development announcement when the Switch 1. So they had to like meet that quota, that Metroid Prime Force on the Switch 1. So just release it as is, so that way we can make Metroid Prime 5 a Switch 2 exclusive. There we go. Here's a real question. Which is better, Prime 4 or Other M? Other M. I've heard the OSC for the overworld being locked behind an amiibo, and that made me very mad. Not only that, but like a difference from all the other Metroid Prime games. I heard last stream that in order to get the best ending, you need to have 100% items and 100% scans. Which I find ridiculous, because the original trilogy only required you to get 100% scans if you wanted to have like the cliffhanger ending. You only needed like the 75% of items in order to get to see the good ending that has Samus taking off her helmet or whatever. So it almost feels like they're trying to pad this out for just reasons. Metroid Prime 4, for its flaws, is not as offensively bad as like Other M. I feel the same. I feel like the other way around, because at least Other M was marketed as a different experience. And it was a different type of gameplay, and it was just being honest with what the game is about, and it's doing all this other thing. And here they set up this whole thing with Silex, and there's no story, and there's no cohesion, and the Federation troopers feel even more annoying, and they talk to me more than the ones in Other M. And I feel like it's doing an equal disservice, if not more, to Samus, because I feel like Samus is very kind of inconsequential in this story as well. Like, just because Other M did all those stuff, like, I think that it is possible. That I'm not enjoying my time as much in here as when I was doing Other M blind, despite all the things I disliked from Other M. Because now here's another endurance round. Like, I don't know how, you know, Other M, for its flaws, did not throw four endurance rounds in one area of a map, just so that you can fight waves of enemies and enemies and enemies. It at least had some moments of exploration and mystery and stuff and lore for how little it is, you know? I'm not trying to say that it's a flawless game, mind you, but I feel that it respected me a little bit more than this. Like, this is a Metroid Prime game, but what is Where's the There's no platforming. Which other M at least had? It had Anthony. Feel like it's... Wait, no helmet wasn't 100% in Prime 1? No, yeah, in Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, if you wanted to see helmetless Samus, it was just 75% item. And then 100% item for the post-credits cliffhanger where they show you, like, the Dark Samus hand and stuff like that. I missed my Tamagotchi, Adam, yeah. I feel like it's not worth it for me to get a Switch 2 because I'm only really interested in Metroid and Donkey Kong so far. And it's just worth spending over 700 Canadian dollars on the console. No, yeah, I feel you. I'm the same with you. Oh yeah, you also don't need scans for the cliffhanger ending. It's just items. The scans were just if you wanted the gallery stuff. Bragging rights. And I agree with you, like in the Switch 2 systems are about like $1,000 over here. And Metroid Prime 4 was gonna be really like my vibe check to see whether or not I got the system. Because it's like the one game I was looking forward to the most. It's a Metroid Prime experience and whatever. But like this, I feel tricked, and I feel like a lot of the experience is much more of a shooter, first-person game. So that way, I might be more inclined to like it more than Other M. But I feel like in Other M, I was having more fun with the fact that the game was being transparent about what it was from the get-go. It felt like it was actually trying to offer something new to the Metroid world. Here I'm feeling like I'm playing Prime 1, The Phazon Awakens. Sorry, Green Energy. Green Energy. And that was Endurance Round number 4 for the Phazon Minds at home. Other M was just an interesting way to make Metroid in 3D. I think, in a way, it felt more like a 2D Metroid game than a Prime game. Heck, I think it had a better map design than Fusion. And the game actually lets me be free for 100% multiple times in the game compared to Fusion. Yeah, I agree. I feel like the issue with Other M and its formula was honestly mostly, I mean, aside from the writing and the story, the gameplay side, is that the combat was limited to like an NES controller with 2 buttons. You're trying to control Samus and fight and have her fight in a way more akin to Bayonetta or Devil May Cry. So I feel like if they went back and did it with a Pro controller, I agree with you. Oh my gosh, it's really just this, isn't it? I've been doing this the entire time. Like, there was a vision in Other M, and I feel like it committed to that vision and that message and the themes. Was it the best at doing it? Absolutely not. But it wasn't trying to sell itself to you as the sequel to Metroid Prime 4, and then putting Silex in the intro of the game, and I'm 17 hours into the game, or how many hours? How many hours? Never mind. 9 hours into the game, and the 2 times I've seen Silex, it's just a Jabei robot. And I haven't... I have no more knowledge on this character now than I did back in 2006. And, like, you don't have the same type of environment rooms to interact with the enemies or weapons like in Doom or whatever. So, like, when I remove the exploration and I remove the platforming and the lore, all I feel like I have is just a shooter. That's not even a fun shooter because I could be playing Doom or Titanfall 2 or any of the classic Halo games for that matter. Or a horror game if it's like a Legion of Zombies, you know? Which is what I'm doing here. Like, I can't think of many moments from the top of my head that I might want to relive for this game. Dead weight, I don't know. At least in Other M, I didn't have to babysit Federation soldiers. While a legion of the same enemies that I've been fighting in the past 5 areas is throwing in now yet another gauntlet at me. At least I could... Why didn't you start with that, View? Yeet! Chuck the Morphle. Okay, that's cool. If it weren't for the endurance round. No, not Brobot. Punch. 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 Why didn't the Federation give the robot a gun? It's like, this is just a shooter game that's got a Metroid coat of paint. Call of Duty Halo 4 Metroid Prime Edition. It's AAA, and not the spooky exploration. The settings might look spooky, and the general themes, but there's nothing to scan or anything that gives me the horror. It's like the more I think about this game. Oh, thanks for the hey, thanks for the $2, man. Mines are symbolic of the game. A downward spiral. Oh gosh. Oh wow. Yeah, I guess you're kind of right in that, chat. Like, say what you will about Other M. It wasn't hand-holding me as much. It wasn't asking me to babysit the Federation troopers and just go on a shooting spree. And from the beginning of the game, it was like, alright, this is different. It's different. It's not Metroid 5 Dread, and then you just buy it and it's Other M. This is Metroid Prime 4. And it feels more like it should have been called Federation Force 2. Because, like, at least with Other M, like I was alone and exploring and had the spooky atmosphere. And for being a linear hallway, at least some of the hallways had like more interesting designs, and it was trying to do something different. And I'm pretty sure that if the controllers wasn't just a Wiimote on its side, that the gameplay would have been something that a lot of more people would have been enjoying. And all this, like, in here I feel like, you know, between the fact that I had to babysit Armstrong, Duke, and now View in the phase on mines, and just going and shooting on the mines. And keep in mind that I also had to play babysit on the freaking lava area. And then I had to do a self-destruct sequence where I didn't have to escape the self-destruct sequence. Like, it was just, oh, here's a cutscene. Samus, no! And then fades to black and Samus makes it out in the bike, you know? And I didn't even get to ride the bike or anything out. And there was also bigger enemy variety in Other M. You got the green guys, the chameleon dudes, the Sabesian space pirates and the mutations, the other guys you need to kill with the power bombs, the big tree things, the Pharaoh Crusher. It was trying to do an art style that was akin more to the 2D games, but what if it was 3D? So you get like side hoppers and gamers and key hunters. And here you just get gamers. And there's puzzles in the room, and here the puzzles are kind of like, I saw the puzzle before I even had to scan things, or it was hidden and stuff. There's no backtracking. At least in Other M, where it's like, well, I can go here for now. The Omega Griever's cocoon. I hope not. Remains of an extremely large Maul Griever cocoon. Its size, as well as the large amounts of green energy pulled inside, suggests that a unique form larger than a brood has emerged. Oh boy. There's no backtracking. The maps aren't like interconnected and trying to tell a story. Yeah, I agree with that way, but at least with Other M, I was like, all right, there's no scan visor in this game, so it's whatever. I'll take the environmental storytelling for face value. This game has a scan visor. The scans things slower than the original Metro Prime game, or at least I feel that way. I don't know if I'm tweaking there. And then when you scan the things, there's not much of context in there. So I'm glad that Other M just like, it didn't have the scan visor and making me waste time thinking I'm gonna find stuff. Viro's crystals. Crystal, abandoned after excavation. Once processed, it can be used to link Lamorne minds and awaken or amplify psychic abilities. This is the only time I get to see that, and they're not even like bright and purple like the other stuff. This game is even longer than Corruption, but it doesn't have any of the interesting dialogue or lore or world building of Corruption. Like, the way I see this mine, I could have just jumped down from the surface with, like, my gunship and make it all the way down here. So I guess the psychic energy crystals were mined here, and not the green energy crystals that I've been finding all over the place. There's only this one room where there's these psychic purple energy crystals. Ore loading heavy machinery used to load ore into rail containers. The machine has tipped over. All right. Like, I haven't found a scan here that goes into the logbook. I want an entire area. And there's not a single new logbook entry that I've been able to find. Only way a scan visor can work in the mainline Metroid is how AM2R did it. I mean, not only AM2R, but even like Ori and some other... I've seen other Metroidvanias that have like the same scan log as in AM2R. But yeah, I concur. Oh, that shows me the maps. Oh, okay. Would have liked it if the game was a little bit longer. Would have liked it if the game's length is not the problem. Is that there's nothing happening. You go from one set piece to the other. And then you see the same recycled things here and there. Have you played Parade 2017? No, I haven't. Yeah, the game is long enough. I mean, it's 10 hours long. That's even longer than Corruption. Alright. Let's go fight this boss. Surprised that worked as I intended it to work. Somewhere the psychic energy. Oh, green energy. Alright, so I guess that the green energy is just like the purple crystals that the Lamorne use, but they're corrupted? So confused because there's no lore explaining anything, so I don't know how I'm going to convey this information to my viewers later. Though, okay. Don't give me the teleporter, I guess. Oh, it's a bigger gamer. Who would have thought? Reaver, I mean. No. No puede ser. No puede ser que no tengan ideas. Hold on, chat, I need a moment. Yeah, moment. I can't believe it's just the Omega Griever. At the end of the lines. Chat, I just can't. I ain't got the strength. Just can't. Just can't believe that I waited this long just to fight the Omega Griever at the end of the mines. This is just a Flame 1 soft reboot. Gonna get more water. I'll be right back. All right. Oh gosh. In my country, we have a saying: drink cold water whenever life uses a curveball. Yeah, it's literally when I went to do Mewtwo. Thank you for the bit. You know, when I said about Omega Griever, I meant that as a joke. It's like... I don't know what to say. Do they not know that Metroid Prime 1 is remastered on the Switch 1 for $40 and you can find the Omega, like... The entire phase on mines... No, scratch that. Since the Phendrana Space Pirate facility, you start reading about Project Helix and how they're trying to infuse themselves with Phazon and all the horrendous things that have come out of that. And then you walk into the mines and you see all these elite pirates in their tubes and stuff like that, and you start seeing more of the Project Helix development and all this other stuff, and you think that that's it, but then you find the Omega Pirate at like the heart of the Phazon mines, and it's this big, towering, intimidating thing. Here I just walked, and it's Omega Griever. Already the largest, strongest variant of a Griever, this creature has been further enhanced by absorbing incredible amounts of green energy, just like the Omega Pirate. And the music isn't also as scary. It can climb along vertical surfaces and spit large volumes of poisonous fluids. Keratinized skin covers most of its body, making all but the abdomen resistant to beams, missiles, and other weapons. The Omega Griever is much larger and stronger than even the unique brood variants of the Maul Griever. This means it is larger and stronger than any other Griever, and as a result can be said to be the apex predator of the Great Mines ecosystem. Or lack of ecosystem. The large, sharp claws on its two pairs of arms and legs pierced stone, allowing it to move. Green energy absorption has caused portions of it to undergo keratinization, becoming immune to all types of weapon damage. However, damage dealt to the under keratin portions. Alright, so I don't even get a lore behind this guy. It's like, I don't know. This is is just Metroid Prime 1, soft reboot. You can't convince me otherwise. I'm fighting the Omega Griever at the end of the mines. I'm trying to also fight him with my capture card, so please bear that in mind. My screen goes black every once in a while, and when it does, I have to swap my eyes to the capture, which is delayed, compared to what's actually happening in the game. I also don't like how the enemies have like command grabs in this game. I'll be honest. It's like, could you imagine if the Omega Pirate could just lift you up? Whoa! Oh, is it calling more? Of course. It's because it's like the Omega Pirate. Remember when the Omega Pirate summoned its legions of friends? But the friends were like these wave troopers that were actually annoying. You would have to keep an eye on what is their particular weakness while you kept track of where the Omega Pirate is invisible and stuff. I also feel like in this game, no matter what I do, half of my shots connect. And whatever I do, there's some attacks that I just can't seem to avoid. Whoa, it's moving on the wall. Come down and fight me like the Omega Griever that you're supposed to be. Metroid Fusion, my bud. I deal baby damage also. I like the fact that I could nuke the bosses in Metroid Prime. Like, if you know what you were doing, you could really, like, quick kill a lot of the bosses. But in here, I feel like I won't be able to do that just because my things don't deal damage. And what is he gonna give me? The Phazon Zoot? No way, right? Oh, no way, I don't have power bombs. My guess is that, more than the suit. They're gonna make me do something with the green energy for the suit, right? Even though I guess that wouldn't make much sense. Wait. Now that I'm thinking about it, chat. Well, I'll ask this. I'll ask this, but I'm not really reading chat because I'm trying to fight the energy. The monster. But if the green energy made the Lamorne whack and all this other stuff, right? Then why do I need to collect green energy to produce another fruit from the tree so I can go and plant it on another planet? I thought that the green energy was bad. It's like, it's kind of weird that if it like, it makes you think that maybe they went and thought that the green energy was good because of the way it helped the tree grow or something along those lines. And that's why you need the energy to produce another fruit, but it also ended up fucking them up for reasons. So, like, I don't know, I'm just trying to find the logic and the rhyme and reason in things. Successfully down. There's an update for Guilty Gear? It's like, the green energy was the thing that brought... Oh, it was a debate. Oh, fucking hell, man. Green energy makes this to the Lamorne, but also produces the fruit for the tree. What? God. No puede ser. Yay! A Guilty Gear update is that the recent season characters added to the Switch 1 port. I wouldn't be able to tell you, but I know that they were going to do that at some point for free. It's the power bombs, isn't it? Well, I guess I can at least give it that did not copy the cool cinematic when the Omega Pirate dies, and the pinnacle of Project Helix dies, and he falls on Samus, spewing this super radiation mineral on her. Also, sorry, psychic power bombs. Why is it psychic power bombs but not psychic super missiles? And, like, you think that Samus is dead because whenever you stepped on Phazon, like, it would just nuke your health. And here one just dies and gives you the bomb. Because you can do psychic things with them, but not the missiles? Okay, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. So is the final thing is going to be a green energy suit? That's going to make me immune to the green energy? By the way, green energy crystals and psychic energy crystals are different. It's supposed that the green energy provides life with more options to thrive, hence why the Lamorne used it for the viewer's wasteland. The problem was with the gems. Yeah, but how did that... I don't, like, there's no area where, like, you go and you see the Lamorne testing the green energy on smaller scale things before they it's just like, we decided to spew it on the planet. And it fucked us up. Before, like, we're making tests to see how it's gonna behave in the ecosystem and our people, and that way we know that it's for sure the right thing for the Lamorne to use for the prosperity of the planet and all this other stuff. without that rhyme and reason, it makes you really question how they came out to that conclusion. So this game had a plant boss like Flagra, a ball boss like Thardis, Omega Griever. So at least with a Phazon, you get to see the thought process of the space pirates and how they, in the original game, through the scan logs and even the mundane scan logs that don't go into the logbook, how they progressively find more applications and applications for it, and it gives you more of a hindsight into what it is. And then, like, when you go into the frigate Orpheon, in the very, in that very big first room where you find the dead parasite queen and it's on fire and the music starts to kick in, you can read about the space pirates transporting something that was highly radioactive. And then something else called Phazon that you just had no idea for. And then something else that would, and that the parasite queen was just like the regular parasites but highly mutated. And here, I feel like in that brief instance, I was able to put like 2 and 2 together, that there's something Phazon, it's radioactive, and it causes things to mutate. And then I'm seeing this space pipe frigate facility, and then the facility's telling it's all of its own story. Like in the map room, you can see down on Talon 4, and you can kind of surmise it's like a little communication hotspot. You find more of their experiments and decays. There's that creature trying to break through the wall, and it jump scares you and stuff like that. And this game is basically Prime 1 with a bit of 2 in terms of story, I guess. Yeah. But, like, I'm looking away from chat now because Deadweight told me story. What story? I know, Croco. I mean, I blew up some of these before. Let the Grievers come. Okay. I mean, I thought that was the solution because of that room with view, and I was exposed to it and I would have been able to know. Phazon is pretty bad for everything that's not Phazon, chat. Phazon just wanted to consume everything in the galaxy. But it didn't want to reason with anything. It just consumed and consumed and consumed. Well, I mean, I would have just tried the two. They gave me 2 power-ups in this area, the super missiles and the power bombs. So the solution's gotta be with those 2 things. And I had scanned those walls before, and it said that I needed a stronger missile, so. Oh, wow, they're alive! Oh, gosh, whoa, no! I thought that Armstrong and Duke were gonna die,
You
no.
didn't think we were dead, did you?
Not really.
Takes more than a couple grievers to bring us down.
Try a couple hundred. You did good, kid. All that training paid off.
Thank you, sir. Me? I thought you were up top. What happened to your arm?
Stamets required assistance, but I was attacked by grievers. I regret I could not be more helpful. My body sustained heavy damage. We get what we came for. All right. We're burning daylight. Let's get a move on.
Is it sad that with every time, the more I play this game, the less I like the Viola suit? I used to think it was pretty cool.
All right. Knuckle up.
And Tokawi's fine. Even though last time I saw him, he was getting swarmed by a desert full of grievers that were going into this mine.
are you?
Corporal. It's good to see you.
Oh, you're so. Oh.
You're so what?
You were looking for down
You're so what?
We have obtained the final teleportation key.
Okay. All we gotta do now is punch through that force field. Mackenzie, you read me?
Loud and clear, Sarge. Where you been?
We found the key. Headed home now. All of us.
Unfortunately, I require maintenance.
Oh, you're in luck. I'm running a special on bot repair. Come on back and I'll fix you up.
Wow, how convenient.
We'll keep the kettle on.
So you guys came here for nothing. That's what I'm seeing. Oh my gosh.
You did it! You found all the teleporter keys.
We just established that.
If I can find a solution for Chrono Tower's force field with Federation tech. Want to check the galvanized debris from Valley? Find anything useful? Also, how you doing with the hunt for green energy crystals? Don't forget to bring the green energy crystals to the altar in Fairy Green so you can grow the memory fruit.
Oh gosh. I remember when people were telling me that the Chozo artifacts were a pain in the butt. This is the reason, this game is the reason why I kept advocating for no Metroid movies, because the end result would be something like this. Or Other M, take your pick. If you were to make me choose, I'd rather have Metroid Other M. So at least I felt that had a little bit of understood more the themes of like the settings of a Metroid game, the bottle ship and stuff. All right, chat. So question: is there a final suit upgrade? There is one, right? Oh my gosh, what the fuck is going on? Where do you guys come from? I walked 2 seconds in the desert. No? Alright, there's a suit. There is another suit upgrade. Deadway was the one who said no, so I know not to believe him. He's trolling me. I mean, because normally in these games they would give you like a final toy to play with for the scavenger hunt, like the light suit, or the phazon suit. It's V3, obviously. Come in, Raider. You know, for how many cutscenes and cheesy stuff this game has, with the Akira, and it has the Akira slide and all that stuff, how come Samus isn't Rider Kick? So what, now it's just collect the green crystals the game. I'm sad you can customize the Viola. I believe you can customize it. If you buy the $40 Viola Samus amiibo and then tap it and then ride your bike enough in the desert. I believe was the case that allows you to. I just remember when the Chozo artifacts were like smartly hidden in the world. Oh, more lore. All right.
Lehvilia Salam, and Kamich Gazlatir Planet. Analich Kadam Katir Ashazal Ageth. Gasane Shadi Haram, Masanit Kakuranesh. Sacha Steriklit.
I wouldn't know anything about the game, chat, because I literally stayed blind so that these can be my actual opinions, but...
Zandalan Dojatsil Tendas Athashin Changaresh. Tutaritek Alante Beach Shadi Haram.
Oh, okay.
Taganin Chiogathara Ki Angra.
So the 5 MacGuffins were just giving to the things, and then the things became evil.
Kaskaden Bilia Lasanatek. Zakara Inkialin and Shasta Chiosde Harat Shadi Haram.
I feel like I didn't learn much new, aside from the fact that there was 12 or 13 of them, and like the other 12 went to space. I mean, I guess that my question now is, if 12 of them left the planet, right? And their whole point is to, I guess, grow the fruit somewhere else so that their legacy can live on. Then why didn't those 12 priests that already left Vuros also take a fruit with them? The Griever killed a guy behind Heimdall to find the key to, according to a hidden scan. And that's what Samus sees under the ground when she finds the Omega Griever. Oh. I mean, I wouldn't say that's cool. I would say that's just a detail. Because there's no build up to it. Throughout the mines and stuff like that. Hold on, if I'm gonna be collecting green energy crystals, I need to make this a little bit more amusing for myself. Hold on. Watch me get copyright for playing this. It's funny how this year, I guess Metroid is trying to copy Xenoblade X.
Oh, hello.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Raven Wings. By having a big desert area where you can ride a bike in. Except that my bike in Xenoblade X was a mech that could transform and fly around and find items to collect and lore. And it's a 2014 Nintendo Wii U game. By the way, once you reach most crystals, collect or return to Fury Green. Alright, thank you for the heads up. Sorry, thank you for indulging my little Xenoblade X bit. This just reminds me a lot of that game, which I think is better at Metroid than this. It's worth saying, Orpheon, that you're like over 10 times as many crystals from each of the power bomb boulders in Soul Valley, and about the same for the stash of them in each of the shrines. You'll want to get those and then go to base camp. Okay. And X had weather systems. Yeah, no, not only weather systems, but weather systems that would change the in time of day systems that would change what creatures aggroed you and what creatures did not, and what enemies you could fight and what enemies you could not. And sometimes even give you more like boost to your powers. This game isn't that bad. I don't know, Deadweight. Every time I find like another thing that makes it worse. This game doesn't even feel half-baked. I feel like I'm playing a tech demo. I guess I need another power-up to collect. I mean, Deadweight, it's just that, like, the game works and all that other stuff, but it's not fun. I haven't found a moment where I'm having fun even when I remove the Metroid stuff from it. It's like, it's not, like, Doom-ish. It's not, like, focused in one area with one vision. I feel like you're... All right, Chad, whatever you say.
Reach me through the radio command on the map.
Whatever helps you, Chad. This is so interesting. How is this Metroid? I've not done any exploration. Even from a shooter perspective, it's not as interesting because the weapons don't do much and there's no enemy variety here. I can name you all the enemies that I can fight in this game, and then name you the ones that I can fight in Metroid Prime 1 in 2002. And there's a bigger variety of things to shoot at and interact with while shooting. How do I know if I went inside one of these shrines, chat? Was I already here? It's like, it's... So you don't appreciate bosses and backtracking? What backtracking? I only go back to Soul Valley, I only have to return to Volt Forge twice. Once to just go from Tower 1 to Tower 3, which is turn left, do a boost ball, get the suit, and then leave. And then the second one is go down 3 elevators, fight a boss, and leave to get the power up. It's not the same backtracking as, say, when you go into Talon Overworld and then you discover the second portion, that's the down frigate Orpheon, and you jump in it and you have to bring it back to life. And there's a whole new section with its own piece of music and more lore to scan. And like you go even in the phase on mines, like the first level is like the basic level where they're doing more of the studies, and then the farther you go down, it's more of a mine in a mine. And you visit the phase on mines one time to collect the power bomb, and then you leave and you backtrack to go collect the X-ray visor on Talon Overworld, and you backtrack to go get the fit plasma beam before you're supposed to backtrack all the way down to the bottom of the phase on mines. So there's like, no, I love backtracking. And the bosses are just shoot the enemy on the weak point. None of them make me do like anything with a morph ball or shoot them with a specific beams because he's weak to these specific things. The maps are not interconnected with one another. And stuff like that. Like, I don't know, man. It's just like, I don't know, man. More power to you. Alright, I guess I did that one because it's, the thing, what do you call it? The door was open. How do I know? Oh, I guess I can see the map. I don't know, I kind of liked how the Chozo artifacts were just like hidden in the rooms that I already visited, so it made me want to do the backtracking while I'm also collecting 100%. And here I feel like the 100% grind is not married to the artifact hunt slash mech hunt. So they put 2 artifact hunts in this game, because you have to collect the green energy, but you also have to collect the mech. And also, you can collect 9 of the Chozo artifacts before you even are supposed to find the artifacts from just playing the game in, like, backtracking to a previous area. It's like, at least in those, like, the 100% and the artifact hunt were kind of married to one another because you're already backtracking for one, that why not do the other? In here, the 100% is in Soul Valley, because I don't think there's green energy crystals in like any of the other areas for me to go collect, unless for the 100%. Like in here, I don't feel that they're married. Sweet. There's that deposit that I made the note from earlier. Alright, but I don't see the purpose of me collecting 100% of items aside from beefing up to fight Silex. Because I gotta scan everything, and I don't know if I already missed something that I couldn't scan before. So if there's no reward for just doing 100% of the items, then why do it? Yeah, but will the things that are in the shrines actually help me kill things faster? Because that's my main issue. Thank you. I'm gonna turn in this green energy and see how much I have, and then I guess I'll consider whether or not I'll go through the trouble of doing 100% scans. Because I remember when I've seen some of those other drones, but without the 100% reward, with the ending rewards or nothing in mind, then. For the crystals. Alright. So this is the entrance to Vault Forge. Yeah, I remember seeing a robot. So there's no reward for even like 75% items like in the other 3 games? Like I don't get the courtesy of seeing Samus if I get like 75% of the items like in Prime 1? Nope. Wow. Wow. Yeah, me too. The desert is just some high plateau. Not even 100% items. Wow. So extra padding. Also, other question now that I saw it. How come the first time I got cannoned out of Fury Green, right? My pod landed here. Near Vault Forge. But every time I've subsequently been fired out of Fury Green, it leaves me at the entrance of Fury Green. Did they put like some other trajectory? Or does it say there was malfunctioning or stuff? I'm just asking because I think I missed that detail. When you see it, the first time you see it, it breaks slightly and fires at a different trajectory? Oh, okay. Thank you. Different animation, alright. Alright, gotcha. Thanks for letting me know, Chad. I really forgot about that detail. Oh, there's these 2 items in the way to Fury Green. I might as well grab them. So these things just randomly spawn, right? Leave me alone. Enemies, thank you. Trying to find. It says there's an item here. The fuck? What the fuck? No, well, they guess there's nothing there. I feel scammed again. There's an item here. Nope. Not even that satisfaction. Oh well. Go to the volcano entrance. Wow. Why?
Dude, it's hot and humid outside. It's horrible.
Yeah, this is also horrible. Item requires story to progress? Wow. Wow.
I forgot to log out of Monster Hunter.
Lol. You miss one of the few things the game wants you to find from exploration. Not my fault, man.
Like, the game wants you to find something, but you can't.
I mean, it's optional. And I guess I missed it somehow because I was just going to the other destination that the game told me to go. I didn't see anything different back in those streams.
Funny when AI collision happens.
Was it? I guess I didn't see anything. When I left the volcano the first time? You're telling me that all of a sudden there's actual things to find? How is that my fault? The game hasn't conditioned me. Given the fact of how much it, like, changes per... How many times I walk in there, nothing really changes, or the game doesn't really... with how much the game handholds me never tells me, like, oh, Samus. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna find the guy in one of these guys in the desert, aren't I? I can hear you. I can see you. It's the only panel that seems to do that. No, it's one of them. Ah.
Enough. Fix your aim.
You fixed your life, man. Come on, Mandalorian at home. Tell me about the way.
Samus, please, join me. Do you feel that?
dry wind blows across the land. The sound of the breeze and the voices of the creatures that dwell here remind me of home. My family comes from a long line of hunters. Hunting is how we survived. Like
What
my
did you hunt?
father and grandfather before me.
What?
Now,
No, I'm asking the
when
guy,
I
what
catch
did he
the scent
hunt?
of game
Ah.
in the wind, I remember those who came before.
What game? There's no game here.
Anyway, I lose myself. I found something near the cargo launcher. I kept it, thinking it'll be of use to you. Here.
What? Teleporter chip. No puede ser. You've had this thing the entire time and you didn't just... Oh gosh. Of course, a Galactic Federation member will be well suited to understand this teleportation Lamorn tech.
Better take that chip back to Mackenzie. I hope it helps.
I think I like him the least.
Hey, Solon, watch over.
Yeah, yeah. This is the way. I know. I've seen The Mandalorian.
Looks like you got something interesting.
Yes!
Maybe solve our problem with the force field around Chrono Tower. Bring it on back to base camp so I can take a look.
I mean, these guys reverse Samus's morphle into a lockjaw. Is it confirmed that? But even then, we forget that it's Samus sharing her technology with the Galactic Federations, and then a lot of study and a lot of years of that tech being shared, like, willingly, is why they were able to sort of start reverse engineering some of the tech versus the space pirates who were under pressure, and they got different methods of acquiring it. Difference of Lamorn tech, which I just gave Mackenzie a thing, and now he can just beep boop magic his thing into anything. You know? It makes the Lamorn tech seem less, I don't know, like crazy in comparison. Precisely because the space pirates struggled with making reverse engineering the Samus tech, the Chozo tech, and then Project Golem, these massive mechs, is like the equivalent of like that to match their power is what really sold to me that the Chozo tech was really advanced. So I don't remember the Lockjaw scan log in Prime Hunter saying anything about it being... It was just prototype Federation tech, that was it. Let me go into the loading screen already. Such a punk way to travel. Gosh, forgot how. And the problem is it takes us a while to load all this time to load, but there's no map. Why does it take too long? Because it's a Switch 1.
Almost got it.
It also depends how much you have downloaded on your console. All of it is downloaded onto my
I
console.
can probably get this fixed.
All of it.
Hey, Samus. Why don't you show me what Takabi found in the desert?
Because I don't want to.
I believe Specialist Mackenzie will be able to fix my arm.
Hooray.
I am glad my high-frequency vibration generator proved useful. I am a certified Galactic Federation heavyweight golem pilot.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of indie games and stuff like that, but those are on my SD memory card. I left the space open on my Switch hardware for this.
Let's find out.
No, it's not gonna be fast travel, chat. It's gonna be what I can use to teleport the golem pieces back to Betsy.
Teleportation technology? No way! You know, we were analyzing something like this back at base. I have an idea. Yeah. And a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Let's see. And there.
Because the lame thing is that Mackenzie just solves it immediately. It's not like trial and error, maybe take some time, something he's been working since the beginning of the game type of thing. No, it's just, I brought the thing. Bleep, bleep, bloop, bleep, bloom, bling, done. It's like, yeah, it's like the Tony Stark finding time travel in Endgame. This really does feel like an MCU story.
Now, if you find any of those missing mech parts, these patches will let you teleport them directly to base camp. I mean, I can't take all the credit. The Lamorne really nailed short-range teleportation, but just put my own spin on it.
Specialist Mackenzie is highly skilled. He can fix my arm without following the manual.
When you find a mech part,
Let's be real, if you took time finding how it worked, the game would be affected because you would need to travel twice for the same upgrade? No. Have Tokavi give you the thingy, the teleportation thing, when you meet him in Icebelt. He found it when he was trying to work the turret and other stuff in the Lamorne. It's got energy, but it doesn't quite work. So you grab it, and that time, when you come back to Mackenzie to get like the ice shot or the thunder shot, you also drop in this, and now he's working on that up until this point in the game. There you go. You can just repurpose where characters get stuff. You could even make it that it's something that we find in this room of sorts. Well, control beam can now move faster. Green energy crystal finder. Hey Samus, it's me, Mackenzie. I've been working on my best invention yet, Metroid Prime 4. I'll bring it to you. However, crossing the desert and loading the areas will take me 6 years and 10 months. Wow, not enough. No, I don't think the game it would change the game structure at all. Because like how was it change the game structure? It's an item that only gets its importance or use right now that I acquired in the desert from a guy who found it, so not even I found it. If its only purpose is at this point of the game, you can introduce it and have it be something in the mind. I'm humbly requesting you find it because I only 100% of this game. I didn't find it myself. Say, a secret room like here? Is it in base camp? Or is it somewhere else? One of the neighboring rooms. Hmm. Oh, okay. I think your opinion of finding an ice belt and then suit it is, and then being studied makes more sense. Yeah, I mean, what secret room are you on about? Like where? I don't know. I'm trying to find it. The Deadweight says there's a room. And I do believe that the people that Shine Sparker wouldn't tell me lies. That would reflect very poorly on the Federation sniper guy. Sorry, Mandalorian at home. Oh wow, his arm is fixed. That was so quick.
I am glad my high-frequency vibration generator
Wow, that took nothing.
See you soon.
Well, most Metro Prime games save your save file if you agree to it being saved. You can tell it no, and it just puts you back at where your last save was. Or at least that was in Prime 1, 2, and 3. They always ask you, do you want to save? Saving will overwrite your file and put it at the beginning of the game. Not in this case? Wow. Stone sculpture of a Lamorne priest that bears an inscription that transliterates to Therash and includes a description of the individual. Stone sculpture of a Lamorne priest that bears an inscription that translates to Shay. Scans don't even carry over when you restart? Wow. Alright, wait, I kinda have to go, so where is this secret room of sorts? Or at least point me, like, give me a better hint in the right direction.
There's a secret room there.
Or around here. Just give me a hint.
One moment.
It's probably typing. I remember playing Prime 1 on Trilogy as a kid and only missing one scan, so I chose to restart. I finished saved and I kept my scans on the next playthrough, so I just went get that one scan. Yeah.
You've been scammed?
Oh my gosh, why do you guys show up at the end of the streams?
Technically, I was here at the beginning and then left
And
for
then
the
you
middle and then
left.
came back almost the end.
Yeah.
Almost the end.
Oh, I was
Juan
so
is
busy all
here at
day,
the end.
so
Yeah, it's so good.
yeah, I'm here at the tail end.
Well, I'll play a little bit longer.
Look,
No,
aww.
I'm about to leave again.
Huh?
I'm about to leave
Oh, okay,
again.
then never mind.
Juan just wanted to say hi to Chad.
I just wanted the emotional
just wanted
support
to say
from
hi.
my friends.
I'm sorry. I've been busy.
It's all good.
But how's Beyond treating?
Bad.
I need the emotional support from my lizard and friends.
Oh, tomboy lizard. I mean, girl
What?
lizard.
Huh?
Girl lizard.
Wait, who the fuck is
I don't
this
have.
boss?
I can't pay the toll right now, but
No, you
girl
can't.
lizard.
You can't. All right.
I said I can't.
I'll give you
I'm
this.
going broke.
I'll give you this one time. There she is on stream.
Okay. Tomboy lizard.
Oh my god.
It has 2 hands.
No, what the? It comes off the
I
ceremonial
gotta take the
chamber. Okay.
opportunity.
Yeah, you did. It is said that the creature originates from the deepest reaches of the land. First emerged in a cave far away from the light of the sun. And it was the priest Therash who gave it the name Gravinax. Its huge body, 8 limbs, 4 shaped horns growing from its head and belly back were covered in thick skin. It used its horns to burrow through the rock. Alright. Smelled like tomboy in here, says Mewtwo with 4 bits. Thank you. No, 5 bits. He got killed by the Omega Griever? Oh, okay. I thought that might be like something else. Alright, ceremonial chamber. Guardian of Remembrance. Alright. That's the room? Really? That's the room you were telling me? Deadweight. Deadweight.
What?
Deadweight.
What happened?
He was like, "Oh, there's a secret
What room?
hidden room in the game." I'm like getting excited that there's something secret and hidden, and it's just a room that I walked in the first time I was here. It's a blue door.
That's not exactly a secret
Yeah, I feel scammed by
door.
Deadweight now.
I've been
I've
scammed.
been scammed.
I can't make glue out of these
These
horses.
It's not a secret. It's like right there. You walk into that room, you turn left, and the door is open. The only secret part of it is that you're supposed to come back after defeating the bosses. The green room has some green. The room has crystals, by the way. Hold on.
I just saw the bye bye.
Bye bye. That's the same as Fangirl. Whose one character trait is that she's a fangirl. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond Scams, says Brain. Wow. So how is that a secret door? I don't know, Chad. Ask Deadway from the Shine Sparkers. He was bragging about it earlier. Ask him. Anyway, there's a super secret room if you connect the game to Metroid Fusion. Trust me, bro. Also, Hypon says Brain in the chat. Alright, so is it really worth it to go for 100% items? I guess just to beef off against Celux.
Also, hi. Sorry, I'm still out and about, but I was like, I have some time to spare.
Oh, here's the robot I mentioned. Look at him. He's so big and chunky.
That is a big ruby.
He's a big chunky robot.
Oh, he's so chunky.
Just check out how he talks.
Ghosts
Oh.
don't eat people. I'm more afraid of ghosts. If it's a griever, shooting it down will make it quiet.
Can you two please be quiet? I'm talking to the robot.
Freezing.
Thank you.
I am glad my high-frequency vibration generator
Blip.
Blip. He jeets you in the morph ball at one point, and
Oh,
and then he was also punching the enemies. So like I froze an enemy and he punched it, and that caused it to like shatter and die. So it was pretty cool.
oh my goodness.
I am a certified
The chunky boy.
Yeah, look, he's a big chunky beep boop. I love him. Also, if you
The
shoot
one
him,
highlight of the game.
yeah, he's the one highlight from the Federation, in my opinion.
Shaka Day keeps the engineers away.
Shaka keeps an injury. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Also, check this out, Pawn. Bananas in Metroid.
Oh, banana.
Look, banana. Balatro in Metroid.
Oh,
What else did we find that was in Metroid? Oh, there is an enemy that's just called Winged Lizard.
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 Not our lizard, though.
No, not our lizards, though. I can't wait to play more Lizard, because I have MSQ.
More lizard. I can't wait to play more lizard and then do the same cutscene again where I get to see the giraffe drinking
Yeah.
hot cocoa. You're gonna be like, "Fine, fresh meat."
Fresh
Yeah,
meat?
give me a minute.
Pawn, fresh meat. We're
Yeah,
getting
give me a minute.
we're getting pinched. Oh, I'm pinching. Gosh.
Alright, I'm gonna
What
have to head
PvP
out
does
then.
to my brain. Alright, see ya, Pawn.
Bye.
Do you think Hunter single player is better than Prime 4? Maybe. Cows are in the Metro universe. That's the thing. Check of cat. Alright, chat. This is where I'm gonna call it a stream. No, wait, I
Yes.
should probably call it a stream. Where would it make more sense to call it a stream? Here or in the in the desert. Because that way suggested that I just collected the items of Fury Green just so I can see how mundane and silly the item collection is. Especially for the fact that I won't get anything out of it. Unlike Prime 1s, 2, and 3. So my question would be that, because there's a loading screen, you know, and I just want to avoid wasting time for tomorrow's stream. Because I might just try and finish this tomorrow. The item hunts for this area will take you 5 minutes. Okay. It's that bad. Wow. I mean, I still need to collect the green energy. Alright, so I'll just call it here. And so that way tomorrow I'll just collect the items of Fury Green and we'll make our way around. So that's what I'll do. But do make sure you have a copy of your save before the point of no return. Alright. I'll keep that in mind, but with that being said, can I say another little detail I don't quite like about this game? This one's actually honestly a nitpick. Like, it's a non-issue. It's a non-issue, but the arm cannon doesn't reflect which configuration you have it on when you're playing it in any of the cinematics. It just defaults back to the power beam. It's not like in the other games where it stays in the plasma beam or the ice beam. That was it. How close are we to the end? I think that the next stream we can probably finish it, given the fact that I know where 5 of the mech pieces are, and I think there's 6. And then I just need some green energy and then go fight Sea-Lux, I assume, so. This Metroid speedrunner Oats and Goats actually gave up on 100% items because he disliked the game that much, so much. Yeah, I feel wow. Like, chat, trust me, when I've been playing this, I've been generally trying to think, I've been thinking about it non-stop, just trying to find something that I can add into my review, because I just didn't want to be the full-on negativity guy, but, like, damn. Anyways, I'm gonna play Prime 2, so that's good. Oh, I love Echoes, my beloved. The lore of Aether and the storytelling is just so cool. So I hope you enjoy it. Oh, look, he does woodworking, I guess. At least he knows how to keep himself busy. So yeah, I really feel like this is the Force Awakens of Metroid Prime. But all of the ideas feel, all the cool things that this game does feel like they were done with more detail and more effectiveness on the original Metroid Prime. That I find that I'm struggling to find reasons of which type of target audience I would recommend this game to. Because even with the new controls on the Prime Remaster that are kind of closer to this, you can still get that sort of action craving. But if what you're looking is like a shooter or stuff, then like I would just recommend Splatoon. So anyways, I'm gonna call it a stream here. I'll see about maybe being... it's a great FPS on the Switch? Nah, not even, dude. You can play Doom 2016 on the Switch. You can play Doom 2016 on the Switch. That's all I'm saying. And even then, there's also other games like, you know, Fortnite and stuff available on the Switch that you're fighting the same 3 or 4 enemies. None of your guns have any other fun interactions with them. None of the arenas are designed for you to interact with your enemies. So it just feels like there's nothing there even to just market it as a first-person shooter. So like if I feel like if you're like, oh yeah, Wolfenstein is also on the Switch. Like I feel like if you're looking for a first-person shooter, you probably wouldn't be buying this compared to all the other shooters that just do a better job in other systems.
The same, but better.
Yeah, but Anyways, I'm gonna call it here a stream. I'll try to be here tomorrow to see if we can finish this, so I can start seeing where the crap I'm gonna start with the thoughts for my video and all that other stuff, because I really don't know where I will start. But with all that said, I really appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you for staying tuned and watching this experience, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.